This is Jeremiah with Bull Ridge Plumbing. We are at 1101 East 7th Street, making a dirty movie in the crawl space, trying to keep it quiet and make sure nobody sees what's going on. We're about 109 feet to the city tap. This is a clay sewer line. Anytime there's clay, you will see offsets and typically roots, which right here we have some roots hanging on, going down towards the city tap line. There, some more on the right, as you can see. Those are going to be awful hard for any machine to get other than a jetter, so we're just going to recommend a Root-X treatment that's a foaming herbicide that'll go in and do just that. It'll foam and kill off those roots and help keep them from coming back. As always, we are viewing this on a small screen on the job site. We'll take it back to the office, look at it at a bigger screen, make sure there's nothing we miss out in the field, and the report will state anything that is found. Pretty typical here, nothing really to talk about. A slight little bit of standing water there, which most of this line does tend to have a slight little bit of water in the bottom. So far, this isn't any concern that we're seeing here. I am inside of the sewer line just with the camera with no ball on it, so it's not lifted up. So it's only about an inch off the bottom. Could not get a ball on it due to it's only a 2-inch clean out access inside on this 3-inch line. Not quite sure why somebody reduced down to 2-inch here, but when we get done and out the camera out, I'll show you that. A little bit more standing water here than what we were seeing before. A few little stragglers at some of the joints, some of those offsets like that one there. Like I said, that's all typical. Nothing unusual about that in the sewer line of this age and this type. Pretty boring sewer line, which is always a good thing. That means there's nothing to complain about. A little more water there. You've seen it tap towards the top of the lens for a second, and starting to now. Sections we go underwater. We do not have visual of the piping and where that's at. There's no way to know the condition, but as you can see, as we come out, it wasn't very deep, just enough to cover that lens, probably about 1.5 inches, maybe 2 inches. But as you can see, we still have standing water through the majority, just that slight little bit, maybe a 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch. Go back under the water here. It's probably our deepest section of water, and this is right here before the clean out, the transition. It comes in from under the foundation as clay, and then it transitions to PVC, which we're almost to here. In fact, this section is probably clay. Right there's that transition to plastic. Clean off the lens here for you. Right there is that 2-inch clean out going into the 3-inch line that goes straight up and out of the house. This cast iron was called out a couple years ago. It was cracked. Somebody's come in from a different company and has replaced it with PVC, so it looks like it's in good shape currently. Thanks for watching.